Alright, with the Witch Queen recently coming out this past Tuesday on February 22nd, 2022, today I bring you a different kind of video. This video is a tutorial on how to power grind your characters from 1350 all the way up to 1560. Now, my characters, none of my characters at least, have hit 1560, at least yet. But with 1560 right around the corner for most of the players who have been pinnacle grinding and for the players who have been powerful grinding and whatnot, this is the video for you if you are struggling to get your light level raised from the soft cap. Furthermore, in today's video, we're going to be showing you how to do the legendary campaign of Destiny 2, The Witch Queen. Let's dive right in. My name is Dusty and welcome to the YouTube channel. If you are new to the channel, leave a like and subscribe. And today, let's begin this video. Let's hop on in. Alright, so as you know, Destiny 2 has its own way of doing power leveling. When you power level, you have the floor cap, the soft cap, the hard cap, and the pinnacle cap. Currently in the game, the floor is 1350. This is the level that you're essentially going to start out as, and this is essentially where the grinding begins. Everything at this moment is almost practically guaranteed to be higher, but don't be surprised if there is some gear that is lower than what you're using. Don't be ashamed and don't be surprised. However, once you hit the soft cap, which should now appearing on screen, is 1500. The soft cap is where your levels will only go up once you start doing powerful activities. What this means is you're going to have to start doing stuff such as bounties, activities, side quests, etc., etc. Obtaining exotics will do the same thing, prime engrams, etc. Essentially, at this moment, you're not going to be obtaining anything that is at all higher than this level, except for prime engrams and powerful rewards. Now, once you hit the hard cap, which is 1550, at 1550, this essentially is where your light mostly caps out at. Now, this doesn't mean you can't obtain any more levels, as there is still XP grinding and pinnacle rewards. Pinnacle rewards is essentially how you get past the hard cap. Once you get a piece of pinnacle gear that increases your light level by even 1, your powerful rewards such as prime engrams, powerful engrams, and powerful rewards will always enter the same light level that your guardian is right now. Here's an example. Say you got a piece of 1550 gear. Alright, and then your light level goes up to 1551, because of your other gear. That means if that same piece of gear, such as if it was if it was a weapon, and that weapon was all 1500s and 1550s, I apologize, 1550s, and then you got 151, that 1551 will raise your light level, even by a little bit. Because that's how powerful and prime engrams work. It's a little weird on how the system works. Now, then, you add the pinnacle cap. Pinnacle cap is 1560. At this moment, you've done hit the highest possible level that you can in Destiny 2. By this moment, the only means of gaining levels at all is through your artifact. Now, artifact grinding works a little differently. As you gain XP, you gain extra levels. Now, like I said, your level caps out by this moment. So once your level caps out, that's it. It's over. Now, under most circumstances, once you obtain extra power levels from the artifact, there's just really not much more left you can do there. However, that doesn't mean you should stop grinding out weapons, as powerful weapons will become even stronger in future seasons as the light level grows. Now, let's talk about the legendary campaign. On February 22nd, 2022, Witch Queen released, and it was an explosive release at that. By far my favorite campaign in Destiny 2's history. What this means is that There are multiple ways in the campaign that you can play it. There's Classic, which is for casual players, and then there's Hardcore, which is essentially Legendary. The Legendary version of the campaign will automatically cap out your light at a specific power level, which means you're always going to be 10 under the enemies during this time. If you're 10 under the enemies, what you're going to want to do is that you're going to try and find weapons that keep you alive, find builds that keep you alive, etc. Basically finding a means of staying alive while doing the damage that it takes to kill the enemies. For the most part, during the campaign, during the legendary version of the campaign, you are practically you're stacked against the odds at this point. What your job as the Guardian is to defeat everything, not only defeat everything, but ultimately defeat Savathun, which was the ultimate goal of the campaign. Now, when you do the campaign, you're going to want to look for several different weapons. First off, the first weapon that I recommend that you grab, if you can, is a Subsistence Frenzy Funnel Web. This weapon is by far one of my most favorite. It's practically Recluse with a twist. It's by far one of the most fun SMGs that I've seen in a very long time. I've never had the chance to play with the Recluse, so this was probably the best means of me playing with it since I haven't had the opportunity to ever use Recluse at the time that it was out. But it was by far my most favorite gun. Wither Horde is a very popular exotic. It was actually my day one exotic for the campaign, but after using it on day one, it never really had another use, so I just kept it in the back pocket just in case. Now, Lasting Impression is an excellent perk on a rocket launcher because it does big damage against bosses. Now, another weapon that you should look into is finding a Aya's Luna. If you have an Aya's Luna in your vault, or if you have 30th anniversary and you haven't done Grasp, you should go do Grasp of Avarice to get Aya's Luna. Furthermore, once you do, you should just use one that has Headstone. Also, if you've done Vault of Glass, use a Firefly explosive payload hand cannon, which is Fatebringer. Alright, that's enough of that. Last but not least, in terms of power grinding in this DLC, power grinding is very strange. So, if you have been saving bounties up since before Witch Queen, you're going to want to wait until your power level, no, not your power level, but your season rank is 5, so you get the extra fire team booster. Once you get rank 5 in your season rank, you're golden from there. Let me tell you, that's the only way you can get XP, which is allowing you to get artifact levels and artifact unlocks. Now, furthermore, it's also a means of getting powerful gear, which of course, like I said earlier, once you get to the powerful cap, which is not powerful cap, but the soft cap, you're only going to be able to get powerful gear to level your character up. At this moment, it gets slower. It gets slower. And don't lose confidence if you don't get what you need, for the most part. Because my character is still not even close to the powerful cap, or the hard cap, as you will. Now, once you get through, you're going to go powerful gear first, and then you're going to do pinnacle gear first. The reason why you want to do this is because powerful gear will always level you up, but pinnacle gear should be used as the last set, because they will boost your Guardian up by a bunch after you do powerfuls first. It's an easy way to level up faster than you normally should. Now, once you get to Pinnacles, or 1550, or the hard cap, if you will, you're going to want to do Pinnacles, then Powerful. Reason why? Because Pinnacle gear will always grant you higher rewards, which means that Powerful gear will grant you higher rewards if you gain extra light levels. Keep this in mind. Pinnacle gear will only give you extra light levels if you do Pinnacles, which means you cannot do Powerful gear first. It will always drop at your level. Powerfuls always drop at your level once you hit the hard cap. Keep this in mind. In terms of weapons that I recommend getting after you get through the Witch Queen campaign, I recommend getting the following weapons. First off, Parasite. I've been using this gun for a while. I just used it in Deep Stone Crypt earlier today, and man, it one-floored A-Tracks. Like, it was nuts. So if you can get your hands on this weapon, it's a pretty decent DPS weapon. I'm not sure if it's going to be full-on meta, but it's up there. It's definitely up there. The second weapon you're going to want to grab is Gallowhorn. Of course, if you played 30th Anniversary, you obviously have Gallowhorn. But if you're a new player and just now getting back into Destiny 2, or are just considered a new light, then you're going to want to try and find a way to get Gallowhorn. Gallowhorn is by far a very strong rocket launcher. It's actually currently the one-phase meta strategy for Taniks. It's weird, but it works with snipers and whatnot. Now, other weapons that you're going to want to try and go for is stuff such as Lasting Impression. Lasting Impression is also big DPS, because as you get big DPS weapons, it's just massive. It does work, heck work. Now also, if you don't have it, get Sleeper and Whisper of the Worm. Those catalysts got updated to where they are now good and ready to be used. Furthermore, the following weapons did get a buff, such as Sniper Rifles and Whisper. Whisper got another buff, which was kind of a needed buff as it was not being used as much as it used to, which makes it good for medium length encounters. Now, chat, I hope this guide helped out. If you're a new player, this is by far my best guide that I can give you in terms of trying to help you figure out what to use in terms of going for certain, objectives in the game. Like, if you're trying to hit Pinnacle Cap, then obviously go for Pinnacles first, then Powerfuls if you're past the hard cap. If you are not past the hard cap, go for Powerfuls, then Pinnacles, because that's how you get more levels. And then, of course, when it comes to XP farming, you're going to want to grab bounties, join a fire team, and hit rank 5. And I hope that's it. Like, that's about it. There's not much I can really say, because, like, this is just an easy way of getting extra levels as you're prepping for the raid race. Guys, I hope this really helps, because, like, if not, I apologize if it didn't. If it does, let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. Another stream will be coming out on Tuesday. I'll see you guys then. And any videos that come out, and there should be more videos coming out over the course of this weekend. Aside from that, have a good night, and I'll see you guys the next time. Good night.